Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Shadowrun Returns with me, Cornish-Knight. We are on a quest. We are looking for Sam Watt's murderer, who, for some bizarre reason, ripped out his internal wall. He ripped out his liver. We just cleared up some thugs that have been threatening this old woman, and now we are on the hunt. We have been warned that down this way there are some gang bangers, or assassins, or hitmen, or whoever you want to call them. Ooh, look, talisman tree. That looks like one of the gangbangers there. The problem is, how are we going to get across? We need to probably think smart about this. Because if we try and run across the road, they're just going to gun us to death. So let's see if there's anything down there. That's the person we talked to last episode who told us about this place. Don't go to the market. Who's this? Vlad. Who are you, Vlad? As you approach, the man sizes you up. You can see the age-old flight or fight equation running behind the drug-clouded eyes. Beneath the track marks on his arms, you spot a set of tattoos that indicate he is, or at least was once, a shaman. Hey man, you okay? What's your story? Get out of my way. Yes, no, I saw something, he's going to kill me. Calm down. I'm Cornish-Knight, what's your name? I've had enough of this. Let's try that. My name is Vlad. Vlad, that's some nice tattoos. Are you a shaman? I'm interested to see what he has to say. The word shaman strikes a chord. He seems to take off some of the mental cobwebs. Yes, I'm a shaman. I thought so, Vlad. What did you see? Yes, I saw something. The other night I saw a spirit so dark, so alien, that Vlad trails off and shudders. Where did you see this spirit? Just across the street from the Seamstresses Union. It's gone now, Vlad. It's not going to kill you. You're safe. Thank you. I think you're right. I feel better now. More whole. Now I think I need some sleep. Okay. That's interesting. So, and there's a hole being torn in the floor. So, is it possible that Sam was killed by a demon? I mean, it would just make sense if it wanted organs. Right, there's another gangbanger up there. Pumpkinheads. We could have had to try and get forward because they will see us immediately and start shooting. That's the objective. Let's try and get into cover before combat starts. This is going to get nasty. Okay. You got that equipped. You got mana spells equipped and armor. How do we I don't think we can attack without a gun out. Hey asswipe. Halloween a century. Hey asswipe, take another step forward and we're going to plant you right here. This is Halloween a property now. Jack Amatagi. This is one of the two that got away. If I haven't missed, I thought those idiots would have given up and moved on by now. Wait a minute, says the sentry. You're rolling with Jack? Bad idea, chummer. The Halloweeners are collecting that bounty, and killing you, well, that's a nice bonus. Ooh. They've got a mage. Ooh. Right, I'm slightly wounded. I need to get cover. There's no cover here. Let's jump back in behind cover. We've got a mage up there. No line of sight. Single shot with the bullet, perhaps. 62%. Missed. Okay, that's not great. You need to get the cover really quick, son. Let's get behind here and crouch behind this bike. We got fireball. He's got no cover and is in the open. If we shoot him with the bullet, how much damage would that do? Damage 10 versus 12. Let's go with that. He's out of cover. Now weak. The mage is coming up. Ah, curses. They keep getting me behind cover. Right, need to hit her with something. Got mana of my own. But I want this mage down, so I'm going to put 2 bullets into her. Ooh, not great. She's going to have high magical resistance. So we're just going to put a bullet into her chest. And put a bullet into him. He missed. Okay. I'm pretty badly hit. But I should be able to crack out. Damage 6. This is the problem, my basic spell is so weak. Let's spray with some bullets. The problem is my basic magical spell is just not going to do it against these guys. He can do it. Because he's got a more powerful, he's got a fireball spell. He's still got enough left over to shoot him. Yep, there we go. You're dead, Jack. Dead. Oh. Okay, he's big. That's John Paul. Let's get Jack out of here first. How far can the big guy run? That's the question. We should be able to pull back. You won't be able to get a double shot off. Single shot perhaps. Missed. Okay, that's not great. He's got a charge. Jack needs to keep running. So this guy is gotta go absolutely. He's going straight for us. Well, let's switch to full automatic. John Paul. Ooh, Uncle, I'm just playing with you. I'll call off the rest of the Halloweeners, Jack. Call it even, yeah? What do you think, Jack? Dirtbags like you don't get a second chance, then lower your weapons and walk away. What do you think, Jack? God, that's a massive machete. Jack smirks. Hey, I'm already at suit and sight status with these guys. Killing John Paul means one less wiener to shoot me in the back when I'm buying smokes. Hell, they'll be doing the same to you as soon as there's profit in it. You're right, let's finish this. He missed. And the problem is now, I've got enough ammunition left in my gun to do this to you, Mr. John Paul. Never met a troll I didn't like. Before I'm bleeding like a pig. Come on, the problem is you can't use healing stuff outside of combat situations. I suppose I could. What's my health like? I'm okay. One of the systems that works in this game is that you basically recover health, the last health you got from a wound, basically. So last time I got shot, I can't remember what it was in the log, but the last time I got shot, that will fill back up. Fresh fruit picked daily. Just need to fix it. Ooh, that's a really nasty looking junkie. The problem is you can't tell in this game if they're actually junkies or just zombies. I mean, seriously, this world is like seriously messed up. Something else is torn up through there. This place. Yeah, okay. This is the Seamstress Union. Right, there's Bobby. What does Bobby want? Bobby, hey chummer, got some tasty mortars for you, just every well-dressed Shadowrunner should have in their in his or her pockets. Let's see what we have. Kamikaze and Nitro. Combat Stim that increases your body strength. Body by 2, strength by 1, and willpower 1 for 5 rounds. Oh, these are combat stims, these are drugs. Strength and willpower and charm and intelligence for 5 rounds, but intelligence drops by 2. How much money have I got? 50. Ooh, that's quite a lot for the money I have at the moment. Let's not. There's a guy selling donuts, by the looks of it. Or some kind of... Dan the Donut Man. You smell the fried food, powdered sugar, and slightly burnt soy calf, and is almost enough to overpower the dusty sewage stench of Redmond Street. The troll working the stand is covered in food stains older than he is. What can I get you, chummer? Did you see a murder in the alley across the way? What can you tell me about the Barons? See you around. Let's see, what can you tell me about the Barons? The Barons, hell, if you just ask, you shouldn't be out here. So if you have to ask, you shouldn't probably be out here. This stretch is what we called Touristville, though, and I suppose it's the closest thing around here to respectable. Fewer muggers, and you might even survive drinking the water if you're lucky. Wouldn't recommend it, though. Yeah, you'll have to understand that in this world, in the Shadowrun universe, because like mega corporations have taken over, like environmental stuff has gone out the window a lot. So tainted groundwater and like low level background radiation in places is like the least of your worries. He scratches his armpit. Now behind me, that's the Seamstresses Union. You want a drink, drugs, favours or information around here, the Union's your spot. Hell, that place is the reason I'm in business. Folks get their munchies when they party. Mrs. Kabuta owns the joint, and she's quality, hard woman but fair. Did you see the murder in the alleyway across the way? 10 you and I'd take out a jelly donut and a soy calf. Nope, I was closed when it happened, but hey, it's the Barons. Back alley killing is nothing new around here. The only reason the cops are making a big deal about this Ripper business is that some of their victims are real people, you know, folks with sins. Basically, I think SIN stands for Social Identification Number, or Society Identification Number. They're basically like, well, if you're in Britain, you have something called your National Insurance Number, which is like your identification number for like health reasons and like national insurance. It's similar to this, like everyone that's like a part of society has a SIN number, and it allows you to like use shops and banking and pay your taxes. If you don't have a SIN, you can't access anything, and you're off the grid, which is a good and a bad thing. It's a bad thing that you can't actually access anything, not digitally anyway, not easily. I mean, you can hack stuff, but even so. Unless I take a jelly donut and soy calf. Let's do that. Enjoy. I'll see you around. Missing item added. First time. Soy calf and donut. Find Jack's stash. Those who can deal with the Halloween gang visit the murder site. Well, that's the first time ever getting paid with donuts and soy calf. And who's this? Neeps. Buy them at your local. Sally. Who's Sally? The dwarf merchant is packing up a stand for the night. I'm closed. Come back tomorrow. Never mind, I'll be going now. You got a great view of the alley across the street. Didn't suppose you saw the murder happen there? She grunts. Saw. I was closing up when I heard the series of explosions from behind the Union. A couple of seconds later, this guy comes out, runs across the street. Didn't get a good look at him. Then all the lights in the alleyway exploded all of a sudden, and things got pretty quiet after that. And let me guess, he didn't go running over there to see if the guy was okay. Let me guess. Hell no, around here that kind of thing gets you killed. You're not much help. That's not my problem. For someone who's, I suppose, she was doing quite a lot of tactical stuff for somebody who was basically supposed to be selling vegetables, and she's selling vegetables. I take that back. It looks like she's selling ramen. I don't know. There's definitely something there with soup. Maybe it's like soups, like takeaway foods with curries. Could be that. I like the art. I love the artwork in this game. It is really nice. I mean, ooh, there's the murder scene. Now, can we get back there? No, that's not the question. We need to go this way. I like this isometric sort of style. Like the world is like, it doesn't move. You can't move the camera angle, but you move in the world. Cybernetic. See, this is like augmentation. Jackhammer Taggy. As you approach the scene of Sam's murder, Jack spies the flashing red and blue lights up ahead. Oh, hold up a minute. Lone Star isn't above collecting on a corp issued bounty, and the one on my head isn't going anywhere anytime soon. He sighs. Sorry, friend. I think this is where our paths diverge. Thanks again for helping with those Halloweeners. Here's your payment. Don't take new yen. They don't take new yen where I'm going, and you look like you could use the funds. Good luck out there. What you want to hug? What you want to hug or something? Likewise, Jack. Give me a call when you're in the clear. So you couldn't stick around. I could use backup. Sorry, chummer. Not my style. Besides, you seem like you can take care of yourself. He takes a step, then tilts his head back. Hey, one more thing. When you're done checking out your pal's crime scene, pop into the Seamstresses Union. It's just down the street. You need gear, information, or just a damn stiff drink. That's the place to be. Best dive this side of Chicago. I used that place as a base of operations for years back in the day. Make the right friends there, and I'm sure you'll get into the bottom of this river business. Well, nice knowing you. Jack turns and disappears into shadowy depths of the Redmond Barrens. Well, rather you than me, man. That's a big gun. It's a shotgun. It's an orc-sized shotgun though, which is never something nice. What's happening with this poor fool? William. The bright yellow police tape cuts through the darkness, directing your eyes to the white chalk outline and dark red stain marking the slab of pavement where Sam Watts died. Standing at the entrance to the alleyway is a Lone Star officer. The cop looks cold, hungry and irritated at the homeless man who is currently pestering him. Good thing that we have a cup of soy calf and a nice, delicious donut. I do like donuts. William. I keep telling you I need to get my stuff from the alleyway or I'm going to die in the cold tonight. Officer Kulpik. And the officer sighs, and I've been trying to explain to you that this is an official Lone Star investigation. I can't let anyone in here. Hey, I've got rights, replies William. Look, you're sinless garbage. I've got a job to do. Find a new blanket or I'll find a reason to use my stun baton. Dude, all you have to do is just give him his gear. It's right there. You don't have to be an ass about it. Typical. I hate all you pigs. He looks at you direction. Now what? The coroner dressed and sent me over. Lie, I'm here to check the site for spectral DNA. Item, long night, huh? You look cold, so I picked up this donut and so I saw a cat for you. Well, if we had security, what, they don't radio you. Damn operative, probably sleep again. I'm here to take over your shift. You can head back to the base. We could bribe him. Let's use the item because it saves us money. If we had the security etiquette, we could have probably got through that way. Hey, thanks. The officer's face lights up as he takes a sip. He seems pretty trusting for an officer of the law. Well, he's not really an officer of the law. He's basically just a rent cop. He's like basically private security. You know, when my dad was a cop, this was back when cops actually worked with the government. He said folks would buy him coffee all the time, but I ain't seen it till now. So what can I do for you? Yeah, basically Lone Star doesn't work for the government. They're mercenaries. Basically, there's a private security firm, and they work for anyone that pays them. I'm actually working for the dead man to help find his killer. Can I come today and have a look around? My pleasure. I'm here from the internal affairs to review the forensic guy's work to find anything that might have missed. Let's do this one because that sounds more professional. So dig in. I certainly won't mind those guys getting taken down a peg or two. Man, do they put on their airs, if you know what I mean. So right, let's have a look in here. What have we got? Amidst the shards of glass from the broken light, you find a small piece of glass which looks like the bottom of a test tube. Okay. Which looks like the coat and blanket the old man was trying to get back. Examine the area for evidence. As you shuffle the bundle close-side, your printed recipe falls out beneath the folds of the blanket. It's a tab receipt from the Senior Justice Union dated 2 days ago at 2 minutes past 3 a.m. Right around the coroner's report from the death, the customer's name Sam Watts. The surname is listed as Coyote. The service name is Coyote. Pick up the coat and blanket. Okay. Gained karma. Well, it's like it's not even really like karma. It's like literally. This is the thing I find really strange. Like, oh, this is a good thing that you're doing, giving the guy the blanket. It's like, no, not really, because all I'm doing is like literally picking up the blanket and walking 2 foot. It's not like a massive moral decision. It's not like I'm going to shoot the cops to give the guy stuff. This worklight is new. You can see that the alley's normal lights have all been ruined. Upon closer inspection, it seems that they all imploded as if some force sat at them. All at the same time. Yeah, this is something magical. And the same one was talking about demons. What are we doing with demons? But why would they only want his liver? If a demon wanted to eat something, they'd probably eat everything, not just the liver, unless they were very picky. There's 2 distinct sets of footprints, human ending at the chalk outline, and a large set, possibly orc or troll, followed just behind the first. Okay. William, the street has not been kind to this man, but they also hardened him. This man is clearly a survivor, though one wrestling with the onset of age and arthritis. I saw you over there with that rat bastard cop. What do you want? I think this coat and blanket belongs to you. Give him the coat and blanket. My stuff, mighty decent of you. Don't see that kind of thing too often out here. You know anything about the murder that took place here? He squints at you, suspicious. You a cop, or you working for some cop? Yeah, I'm an undercover copper agent. You better watch yourself. No, I'm sinless as you. Mind answering a few questions? As a freelancer, I need to ask you some questions. Let's try that one. Hey, what makes you think I'm sinless? Ha! Just messing with you. Course I'm sinless. System, ID number, my ass. What kind of question you got? Did you see the murder? Nope, and I can't say that I'm sorry I missed it. I was hollering crates for Mrs. James. Up at the market, can't carry as many as I used to, so it took a while. Got back here in time to see a couple of tourists puking all over my home turf. By then, that jerk-face in uniform had already set up shop in the alley. So it sounds like you live here. So it sounds like you live in this alley. What else did you see that night? Well, you know, earlier that night I saw a big and ugly troll in green hospital scrubs snooping around the block. He brought some donuts and 2 cups of soy coffee off Dan over there. Seemed nervous, and he did everything with his left hand because his right was all screwed up with some cyberware. Interesting. Can you tell me anything about this troll with cyberware? Well, it was big, and I think it must have had some hospital attachment because I saw some needles. It was a lot like the ones I saw back in 44 when I got captured by the elves. They did all sorts of experiments on me. Let me tell you, never trust one of those cyber people. Ugh. So it sounds like you live in this alley. Sure, says William. For the last couple of months I've been sleeping there, but I spent my days out there doing odd jobs for the street merchants or panhandling tourists over near the Senior Justice Union. That's all I need to know, thanks. See ya. Right. We got 4 points of karma. Spend karma. What do you want to get? We could get another spellcasting thing. We could increase our charm. That might actually be nice. Unlock more dialogue options. Let's do that. We got academic, street, shadowrunner, socialite, gang, security, corporate. Well, since we are supposed to be a shadowrunner, it would make sense for us to house the shadowrunner etiquette. So let's do that. If anything, I've played a lot of has he got anything else to say? Right here. Sorry, calf. I love it. Like you got soy calf. What's it say? I can't read it. I can't read the writing. But above it's literally got a pentacle above it and stock and like biochemical stuff. I love this universe so much. There's the Senior Justice Union, so we'll jump in there. Right to leave the Barons and in the Seamstress Union. Would you like to proceed? Yes. Now I want to say that in lots of games, like RPGs like this, like Pillars of Eternity, like Dragon Age, it's a lot easier if you talk your way out of the situation rather than fighting, because fighting in games like this is normally, you weren't powerful. Like if you wanted to be like a powerful vampire, it was quite, and or other kind of creature, and literally you would bump into something that was like 2,000 years old and like it would splat you across the walls. Pardon me, I do apologise. Let me just grab a quick sip of water. Relative to the rest of the Barons, Touristville is a neo-clothed oasis. At its heart is the Seamstress Union, housed in an old brownstone building on the corner of illegal and opportunity. Bums huddled together, gangers strut the streets, and the occasional salaryman comes slumming. The Union building has been retrofitted, rebuilt and restored so many times that it's like an aging starlet wearing too much makeup in an attempt to stay young. The wild ivy growing out the gutters adds to the effect. As you enter, the members of hushed conversations wash over you. The dive bar denizens rise ahead, take your measure, then go back to their drinks. This is the kind of place where anyone knows your name, but keeps it to themselves. You've got some more karma points. I'll probably put some more into body, just so that I don't get splattered by the next person that wants to shoot me. Right, what do you got? A bloke that's running around with dual swords, someone that looks like a hooker, a bloke at the bar, a troll barman, a dwarf. I can't see anything else into the room. There's someone sitting at a table. Let's go. Who's this? Cherry Bomb. Let's talk to her. I love the avatar portraits. I love the portraits, the character portraits in this game. They're absolutely beautiful. Cherry Bomb. The bartender is a striking elf, sporting a perfectly toned body, perfectly perfectly pouty lips and perfectly tapered ears. Her eyes harmonise, save me and take me in equal measure, hitting just the right note for the maximum extraction of tips. She gets on her toes to look over the bar at you and smiles big. Hey down there, I haven't seen you here before. What can I get you? I love it how the dialogue stuff, because I played a human last time for a little bit, and the dialogue's different. Something dirty in a clean glass. How about a date? From the looks of this place, I'll probably get anything I want. I found a bar tab with a coach's name on it. See here. Let's say something dirty in a clean glass. Ooh, a hard case, I like that. Okay, hard case, I'll get you something stiff. She starts to turn away when a man with the face of a survivor and the zeal of a convert tugs at her arm hard. It's clear the two have history. They try to keep their voices low, but the intensity of their conversation makes them easy to overhear. Saying, Cherry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you could end up dead or worse. The Ripper is out there and he's real. That last killing happened just down the block. And I know Coyote's missing. They'll probably find her tomorrow in a dumpster without a head. Come on, Cherry Bomb, think. I think plenty sane. I'm getting a PH freaking D from UW in neuroprosthetic, studying under Orgemans, and now I'm paying. And how am I paying for it? Bartending tips. There are faster ways out of the Baron. There are faster ways for a Baron girl to earn a kind of scratch, but I'm not taking them. So what do you want from me? I want what you want, a better life, a better world for everyone. Universal Brotherhood can give you that. I've heard this all before. This isn't some trick to get us back together. The things are different now. I'm different now. The Brotherhood. Cherry Bomb's pretty face is hard, armoured in lipstick and low expectations. The Universal Brotherhood is for other people, saying rich Beverly Hill types who can afford their membership fees and voluntary donations. This isn't about money, it's about binding the world together in brotherhood. Come with me. Attend a discovery meeting. Get to the core of who you are. I've heard Leon Telestrin gave a talk last night called The New Family of the Sixth World. terrible interrupts. I've got family here, Shane. They're drunks and they're lowlifes and whores, and I've chosen them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now buzz, I need to get back to work. With body language that leaves no question that the conversation over, Cherry Bomb turns back on him. Sorry, I got interrupted. I heard you got the strength of the righteous. He's got the strength of the righteous, doesn't he? Boyfriend found religion. Sorry you had to go through that. Sounds like he's got bigger plans for yourself. You've got big plans for yourself. Let's go. Boyfriend found religion. Her pretty eyes narrow, something like that. You've got a look that says you're not just here for entertainment. Are you a badge? Do I look like a cop? Nope. I think you know the answer to that. She flutters her eyelashes. No, baby. You look like someone who knows the shadows. We're trained to support a bronzer the minute they walk in. Something I can help you with. Have you questions? I just want. Maybe I'll go look around. I got a few questions. Ask away. First, just tell me about this place, you inquire. Some come here for the booze, some for companionship, others are looking for something they can't get anywhere else. If it's illegal or immoral, it can be brought, sold or rented or consumed. You can probably find it here. The union seems to attract people like you. Yeah, that's a pleasant way to describe your clientele. Who was that you were talking to? Shane, old boyfriend, he used to work here. Then one day he saw a billboard for the Universal Brotherhood. That was that. Went to a meeting, made new friends, moved in with them. I was happy for him until he started coming around trying to recruit me. I don't need that dreck. The guy mentioned Quixote, see here. Who runs this place? I want to talk to them. You ever heard the name Sam Watts? She nods. Sam was a regular customer and a regular pain in the ass for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game, but he was always broke. As soon as he got any money in his pockets, it went straight to his head. Chips, drugs or booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him though. In this world, chips are basically like neural implants. Like they're literally a computer chip. They're not. This is not like a figurative thing. They are literally a computer chip that you slip into your augmentation. They basically give you there's basically like a hallucination. It's basically like a computer-induced hallucination, and they can be pretty vivid. And the downside of chips is that you can remote control people through them, because they are basically computer software. You can remote hack them, and it's all kinds of really nasty stuff. Did you see Sam the night he died? No, that was Quixote Sift. That guy mentioned Quixote, is she here? Who runs this place? I want to talk to them. She looks worried. No, I think she's away on business. Is she a shaman with a name like Quixote? She laughs. No, she shot a Quixote once, thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. We've been calling her Quixote ever since. Yeah, that's something that happens in this unit. I don't think in the game, but like in the pen and paper game, they can turn into shamans. They can turn into animals. She's been missing for a couple of days now. Some people think the Ripper got her, but I know her. Quixote can take care of herself. Who runs this place? I want to talk to them. That'll be Mrs. Kabuto. She's in the back room. You can't miss her. Whiz. Now I'll sweat. Talk to you later. I suppose that's like, great. Let's see what is Urk the merchant. Who's this? Come on. Eric Merceman. Hey lady, got some extra outfits I'm trying to follow. Do you want first dibs? Let's take a look. So what we've got. Ali Punk. Secure ninja clothing. Ninja outfit that grants wear +1 dodge. Tourist look. That really reminds me of Two Flower from Terry Pratchett's The Light Fantastic and the Colour of Magic, because of the glasses and the bright shirt. Just toss it on and head on out. Perfect for working the shop. Grants intelligence +1. That would be nice. Thaumaturgic armour. Clothing for medicinal mage look. Grants you +1 willpower. That would be nice, because that would increase my willpower. That increases my HP by 3. Secure mage clothing. Basic. These are all like basic things. So this is what I've basically got on. Let's go with that. Got armor 4 though. Ooh, hard choice. That will increase my armor damage and my health. Or do we want to go with more willpower, which will up how much my magic stuff hits and magic resistance? I wish you could see what it looked like. Well, let's grab that for now. I wish you could see what it looked like. Right. What does it look like? Not bad. Scroll cases for magical stuff. Pockets all over the place. Yeah, I could work with this. I could work with this really well. Let's go. So what do we look like? Awesome. Yeah. Rocking little scrolls. Got holograms, NERPs, band, Ginny Parks. Let's see. Ginny Parks, the Asian woman expression reads open for business, but her demeanour reads dealer rather than companion. She has a jack on her neck, a gun on her hip, and a chip on her shoulder. She eyes you with a sneer. You look like you could use some firepower, something simple. I've got guns so smart they practically fire themselves, which actually is something in this universe. You can get smart guns with like holographic displays and like helped aim targeting and all that kind of jazz, and like holographic ammo. This is all very, very complicated. And like, if you imagine pistols nowadays that like have requirements for like you to shoot them like a little bracelet, it's like that times 100. And yes, they can be hacked, but I don't think in this game they can be packed in the pen and paper version. You're looking for tech, got some of that too. That's some of what you've got. You've got a pistol, a small submachine gun, a shotgun, a basic assault rifle. So he's got basic stuff. Does he have any spells? She has got a medikit. I could use a nice medikit. I've got 2 actually, so I should be okay. Simple drone repair kit. Mr. Coolwee. God, that's a big troll. He looks even bigger compared to me. Mr. Coolwee. Posted at the doorway to the VIP section is a tower of troll muscle wrapped in impossibly tailored shoot. Wherever the product is good genes or expensive aftermarket cosmetic work, the troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face, and his polished tusks and goatee accentuate a set of a lantern jaw. Welcome, please behave yourself. Will do. You get into trouble here often. Must be the union's hired muscle. Funny place for an architect to put a wall. Yeah, let's be polite. Will do. You get into trouble here often. Nothing a stern look won't usually solve. You have business here. Looking to death Sam Watts. Yes, and none of yours. I'm a friend of Sam Watts. You know him. Looking to death Sam Watts. Heard about that. Real same what happened to him. There was a sharpness in Coolwee's eyes, and a look of a man who's seen much and earned wisdom at a young age. I figure Sam was the type who needed to be thrown out occasionally. You ever had to toss Sam out on his ass? In your role here, I suppose you often escort Sam to the door. I figure Sam was the type who needed you to be thrown out occasionally. Encouraged to call it a night, I'd say. Sam was a drunk, but he usually wasn't a violent one. Usually, what about the night he died? He was a bit agitated, didn't catch the specifics, might have been over a woman. Thought I was going to have to show him out, but I had to deal with a couple of rival girl-gangers posturing for one of the working girls upstairs. Jack helped Sam out instead. Thanks for the info. Keep those eyes and ears open. That's probably not something that you want to say, because in a world like business like this, he's probably working for his boss, and doing stuff on the side isn't probably a good idea. I appreciate talking with you. Thanks for the info. No problem. And we're in here. With a whole host of really nasty looking people. There's Mrs. Kubuto. A really cybernetically enhanced troll. Got to admit, you got to remember this game is quite old. It came out, I think, like 5 years ago, maybe more, 7 years ago perhaps. So for a place that's supposed to be like a dance place, that's probably that's like that beats Commander Shepard for dancing. That really does. But I think this is where we're going to end it, ladies and gentlemen, for today. I've been Cornish-Knight. If you have liked Shadowrun, please leave a comment in the comment section or press the like button. Or if you've enjoyed this, please press subscribe. It helps me out a lot. I shall see you all on the next episode of Shadowrun Returns. Goodbye.